Hello friends, welcome back to Joyful IT Consultant YouTube channel. In this video, what we are going to learn is we will understand the code first approach using entity framework in the easiest way. Okay, for that I'm going to use Visual Studio and I am going to create simple console application and the goal is to insert a record into a new table, that too creating new database by everything by code first. Okay, so let's get it started. So to do so, I am going to launch my Visual Studio. So I'm going to create new project. I would say console application. Next, I'm going to name it as code first EF. All right. The first thing I would do, see here, program. I'm going to add another class. I'm going to name it as now. Let's assume that we are going to create not employee, probably customer. Okay, customer. Okay, and here I'm going to create property. See, the idea is this class will result into a new table in database, customer database. So to do so, what I'm going to do, I'm going to create some property. I would name it int is good ID. Okay. So this will be my key. Okay. So let me, okay. Before that, let me install. Okay. First of all, let me create the customer object. Okay. Uh, is so public first name, sorry, string I would use prop tab string first name, that's it. So same thing, prop oops string last name. Okay, so this should be good, first name last name. um, I think that should be good. Okay, let's create a simple. So this is going to feed some, first name, last name information of customer. Okay, and that's it. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to manage NuGet packages. So I'm going to install Entity Framework. Okay, so browse. Here we go. So 98.5 million downloads. Okay, okay. All right. So shouldn't take long. Yeah. All right. So let's see the references. See, entity framework is added. That is good. So what I'm going to do now, I will add key here. Oops. Okay. So now I will import and I will make these two columns, two fields required. Okay. It is kind of not null object. not null column uh, in our database. Okay, so this will be primary key id, and these two columns are not nullable columns. Simple. Okay. uh, Now, so we have an object that means equivalent to a table. We are going to create a new table. So not we, the code first of entity framework will do that. And so for that we have defined customer entity. Okay, so the table definition is ready. So next thing, the important thing, so far we haven't created anything related to any code. We haven't written related to entity framework, right? So here what I'm going to do, add new folder, data access. So this gives an idea. This is the code underneath is going to be responsible for doing the database stuff. Okay, so I'm going to name it as customer DB context. All right, so this class is going to be responsible for the ORM. Okay, so this is where we are going to relate and tell the entity framework which database and to be created and the relation. All right, so here this should inherit um, DB context. Okay, DB context. This is good. Now let me create constructor customer DB context, and here I'm going to create its base constructor. Also for the base constructor, what I'm going to do, see this, so I'm going to instruct the base constructor giving the database name. So customer DB. So this is the database that will be get created. Also we have to say db set of customer class. So see this, we are clearly mapping this newly going to be created customer, uh, the entity to the new data table. Okay, so I will say customers get set. Okay, yeah, that's all we need to do. Simple. So now what I'm going to do, I'm straight away going to the program.cs. I am going to create an object of uh, hold on, okay, object of um, the customer data, sorry, uh, or equal to new, what is this, customer DB context. Okay, now this context instance I will be using to do any stuff. So before that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a new instance of uh, customer equal to new customer. Okay, so here I'm just populating customer dot. We will have to provide only first name last name. So here I would provide uh, uh, Sachin. last name Tendulkar. Tendulkar. Okay. Tendulkar. Okay. So a new record is ready. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, context, I'm going to access context dot. Look at this. Here we will have, where is it? Context dot, where is it? Okay, I think we missed something here, because the property we should declare it as public. Okay, here we can access customers dot add. See this? This is where I'm going to add the newly populated customer. That's it. So we have added our first customer into customer table. We can say it like that. Now I'm going to say context dot save changes. That's it. So here what I'm going to do, so I would say console dot read. Just, yeah. Now see, where it's going to get created means, our default, see, I have installed SQL Server Express. So if you look at it, this is the local database, and I am expanding. If you see the databases, right now I have a employee person database, but there is no customer DB. That is what we are going to get create, and also we will create one new table, customers. That is our goal. So let's test this. Okay, that should have been executed. It is waiting for the read. Let's now, done. Let's refresh this guy to see we have created new database. Wow, see this customer database, and there should be a table called customers, and let's view Sachin Tendulkar. It is that simple. So just to rewind what we have done, simply what you need to do is install uh, entity framework through NuGet package, and all you need to have one entity for mapping into database table. So in this case we have customer, and you have to provide just attributes required for database table creation, like key represent primary key, required represent not nullable, etc. And I have created new class, a DB context class for customer, and in its constructor I also passed the base constructor, uh, to call base constructor with the database name to be created, and this represents our data table in data DB set form. Okay, that is it. And I finally came to the client class, and I have created new instance of customer populated with sample data, and that's all I did. I created an instance of customer DB context, and using the context I have added new customer. Here like that we can add another customer and also add. So this is the simplest way to demonstrate the code first approach. Yeah, hope you got something new, and hope this is useful. If you like this video, please click that like button and don't forget to subscribe, and I will catch you in next video. Bye.